itikaf is indeed one of the prerequisites fasting.
As far as the prerequisites for doing itikaf is concerned, but naturally the person should be a Muslim, he should be sane, he should have reached puberty, and he should not be in the state of janaba, ceremonial impurity. He should not be sexually defiled. Person should not be in the state of menstruation or post-childbirth bleeding. And the person should be pure while doing itikaf. And besides these, there are two pillars of itikaf. Number one, that is the intention. His niyyah should be seeking nearness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seeking his reward. Number two is it should be done in a mosque. As Allah says in Surah Baqarah chapter number 2, verse number 187, that associate not with your wives when you retreat in the mosque. So but natural, while doing itikaf, you should not associate with your wife. Don't have a sexual relationship, which they discussed in the last answer. And number two, it should be done in a mosque. And people differ. Some of the people say it can be any mosque, but the majority of the scholars say that it should not be any mosque. It should be a mosque in which congregation salah are offered. And it should also be in a mosque in which Jummah salah is offered. Because if congregation salah is not offered, and if a person is doing itikaf in the mosque, it will either mean that he is not offering salah in congregation, which is not correct, or he may be going out to another mosque that defeats the purpose of itikaf. So but natural, most of the scholars agree that it should be in a mosque which has regular congregation salah, and preferably even Jummah salah should be offered in that mosque. And there is a prerequisite, as is mentioned by Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, anha, in Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 2 in the book of fasting, hadith number 2467, that it's sunnah for a mu'takif, a person who does itikaf, that he should not visit a patient or attend a funeral or embrace his wife or associate his wife, and should not leave the mosque except if there is a basic necessity or basic need. As far as whether fasting is compulsory or not, it's mentioned by Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, in the same hadith of Sunan Abu Dawud, volume number 2, in the book of fasting, hadith number 2467. Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, says that there is no itikaf without fasting. That's her view. But if you read Sahih Bukhari, volume number 8, in the book of oaths and vows, hadith number 6697, which you quoted earlier, Hazrat Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, he said that in the days of ignorance, Yawm al-Jahiliyyah, before he accepted Islam, he had vowed that he will do itikaf for one night in Masjid al-Haram. And the Prophet said, fulfill your vow. And there is no fasting during night. So by this permission of the Prophet, it is understood that fasting is not fard, but it is mustahab. It is a recommended sunnah that if you fast, it's preferable. It's not a fard to fast while doing itikaf.